What's up, guys? I'm gonna do a little video on about 22 long rifle for self-defense, home protection. The main reason why I'm doing this video is there's a lot of people that try to say that a 22 long rifle is completely ineffective, and there's people that, just other people's opinions. This is my opinion, but I've been shooting it for years. I've used it hunting. I've got a lot of family and friends that've used them hunting. I've seen them used in a wide variety of animals, whether it's game control. I got friends that are game wardens. Um, it's I've seen a lot of bad shots from other people. I haven't hunted a whole lot with the 22. I used a 17 when I was younger, mostly, just because we had a high dollar scope on it and stuff. It was a little bit more accurate, but my brothers did. But anyway, I've seen them used, and I've got quite a bit of hands-on experience with them. I've shot a lot of different stuff, steel helmets, seen the penetration. Just telling you some of this so you know that I do got a pretty decent work opinion on this. Is 22 long rifle a great cartridge? No. If you can afford it, I would at least go with a decent. If you only got one gun to pick and you're gonna buy one, if you're a female and you're worried about recoil, depends on how recoil sensitive you are. If you're kind of scared of the gun, recoil, getting used to it, then but if you're comfortable with the gun but you're just starting to learn it and you need some kind of gun, maybe you're a female, maybe you're just now starting off, a 22 isn't a bad thing to get, especially if you're getting a revolver, because if you're just at that stage of learning, it isn't so bad to have because of recoil, and it will stop somebody. You put a hole through the heart's not going to work. You put a hole through the lungs ain't going to work right. You put a hole through the head, you shut off the computer. But you do need to put in vital critical areas. You shoot them in the guts. The bullet doesn't have the knockdown to knock someone on their back when you hit them. It might do it, but it's very light. It's got high velocity, but it doesn't hit with a lot of force. So you really need to hit in a critical zone. That means before you take your shot, really aim. Don't just start shooting wildly. You got to conserve your ammo. Do what really practice. 22, it's cheap. You can afford to practice. But I do say, even with the larger caliber, you need to put into the vital spots. But you get hit in the stomach with a 500 Smith & Wesson, you're not gonna worry about shooting back. I mean, that's the difference. And there's a lot of calibers in between that. We're not getting into that, but that's just a major comparison. I think 22 for self-defense is better than the 25, unless you want to take into account that that's a center fire round. Now, I would use 32 above either one of those in a heartbeat, because 32 does get a lot better track record. 1903 hammerless. Nobody really complained about that. Al Capone kept one. John Dillinger. 32 is a lot bigger bullet. It's still a slow round, but it does the job. But really, 380, 9mm, if you're a female and you don't like, or 38 special, doesn't kick very much. You can handle that. There's no really, unless you're really new to guns, I would step up to that 38 special revolver, 380, 9mm. And a decent size 380 isn't going to kick very much. Not those little snappy little pocket pistols. Those kick for anybody, just the way they're made. But for home defense, a rifle's the way to go about it. If you have to use a 22 because you got 14 rounds, you put 14 rounds in somebody's chest, good, it'll be a miracle if they survive. I mean, and plus the gun's not going to kick much inside your house, isn't going to aim real bad, and the 22 isn't going to have too much over penetration. You still want to have a plan. You know, it's probably going to go through both layers of drywall, as any gun will. I don't care if it's bird shot or what. No one's going to be safe on the other side of that drywall. Maybe you need to check into some of these other rounds that's not supposed to go into it, like frangibles or something. They're not even made out of steel, that when they hit somebody they break up almost instantly. Of course, really do your studying up on those. But overall, it'll work. You use it right, definitely will work right. It depends on your confidence level, pretty much. If you're confident with doing it, then fine. Is it suggested? No. If that's all you got, it will work. If you're recoil sensitive, it will work. Maybe you got bad hands or something. You know, maybe you had an injury. You know, it'll work. I hope this helps somebody. Thanks, guys.